Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
Paranormal bunker. You'll come on down and join Nikki, Robert, Kayla, and Cole. Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sit with us as we traverse the portals of the universe. Let loose the secrets of the cryptids. Make haste with the truth of conspiracy. And explore the hauntings of our world. And once again, welcome to the S4 Paranormal Bunker.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the S4 Paranormal Bunker. So, it's been a rough week.
Oh.
Fran.
Yeah.
Fran.
It really has.
So, as we speak, our river here on the Skagit River is rising. It's, as of 15 minutes ago, it's at 35 feet. So, what it is projected to get to, our studio is going to be underwater. That's our house as well. So, but just so everyone knows, we're all safe. Nikki, you're good there where you are, right?
Yes.
Friend?
Yes.
Robert, the flooding's not hitting you, right?
Not yet.
Perfect. Friend. But, that's what the title is. We're all safe. Everything else, it's just stuff. Friend, it sucks. Life sucks.
It is.
But
yeah,
it at least we're all safe. So, friend,
amen to that.
we have places that we are able to go. So, no, little Cam, my computer cannot handle the
video
frame rate for the videos. Right now we're dropping 856 frames. So like, friend, but that's because of the internet connection of where we're at. Our new studio for now will be Buffalo Brian's Fat Farm is what we call it. And friend, but it's my mother-in-law's house. She was kind enough to take us in, and so for now, until I can get the better computer, we're not going to have video on the show for now. But we'll still be here. Tonight, though, everyone around us has lost power. We're the holdout. So, this show could end at any point. If it does, know that we're still safe. We are out of the flood zone where we are, but it's just we lost power. And so, but for now, until that happens, we are going to continue on. We got Nikki, Robert, my daughter Kimberly, and me here. So,
hello.
How's everybody doing?
Surviving, a little bit more than surviving. Covered From the neck up in castor oil.
Yeah,
I look like a grease slick right
you've
now.
had a rough week too.
Yeah, I got nailed really, really, really freaking hard with dew frequency weapons, and
Hey, Nikki,
yeah,
you really need to phrase that another way.
dew frequency.
Nope,
Oh,
nope.
oh,
You got nailed really hard, really.
nail. Oh, didn't even real. Yeah. Okay.
You're not
let's
a
put it-
popcorn kernel. You don't need to be oiled up to go bang.
Yeah.
You can go bang just on your own.
Actually, I can't thank you very much. With my own energy and nothing to do with what
Exactly.
you're implying.
You
Yeah,
implied
they-
this
they
first.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't even realize it. Yeah, that's something I gotta change up. But yeah, I got hit with a frequency weapon, and then I made the mistake of sitting down in my room, and so I haven't been able to be in my room for a number of days, and it doesn't matter. They seem to follow me. Whether I'm in my living room, kitchen, or bedroom, and I got nailed really, really hard. And one of the blisters, I did end up with a blister on my left side of my head, and that actually ruptured today. And I was like, well, that's disgusting. But castor oil is a great healer. I kid you not. So my eyes are a little bloodshot because my eyes are at the point where they're like, okay, we've had enough of the castor oil. But my scalp is my poor pillow. I'm gonna have to change out, buy a new pillow or something. But yeah, it's not been pleasant, and I've had to be sleeping underneath of a metal, two actually, metal blanket. To stay protected so that I can actually sleep. And you know what? It's the very first time I've even had one over my head, and it's the very first time in since 2021 that I've actually had decent dreams, and they aren't doing the dream warfare. The last couple of times, I gave the government asshat a warning. I said, if you do not get out of my home in the count of 3, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna be hurting. And he didn't. He thought I was joking and bullshitting around. And I'm like, bye bye, MFer. And I put out a blast. I'm like, you know what? Consequences. You're hitting me to try to kill me and trying to shut me up in specific ways. This is your consequences. I'm done. So anytime they come in, that's what they're going to get from now on. I'm done. I'm not begging. I'm not pleading. That's it. I still have my abilities. The other side has been making sure that my psychic abilities are still valid. They're still strong. They're very different. Things are coming in very different, but they're still there. And even the angels are coming in and going, we got your back, Nikki. And I'm like, thank you. So they're taking action, and Source is taking action. And I'm actually I need to shut up now because I just saw part of what they're going to do. So anyway, yeah, it's going to get wicked for government with deep government and what they're doing with people. So, hello.
Brian,
Anytime they come in, just say to them, "Hello, Georgie.
Oh,
You're also down here."
yeah, yeah. It's gonna get. I mean, I don't like injuring people. The abilities that I've got, there are people. Anybody can do this. You just have to know how, and they want me to teach them. They wanted me on their freaking payroll, and I'm like, screw that. Why should I sign an NDA for you when all you're doing is targeting people? Why do I want to? I don't want that.
People.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I got hit. Actually, I got hit from Saturday through Monday. They did intermittent dew frequency and microwave technologies, and the microwave technology started on Monday, and that's when it really. The other stuff affects different sections of the body, shall we say, and that's not pleasant either. But this, and thankfully, I know how to deal with that. But this is a different ballgame. I get to look like a grease ball now. The old 1950s term of grease ball. Because they'd have their hair slicked back. Oh, so ridiculous for terminology of that stuff. But anyway, yeah.
West Sider.
Well, but it did make
Yeah.
sense too, because like they were literally putting grease in their hair.
Yeah. They were,
Yeah, quite literally. Yeah. So, and this is castor oil, and I'm on my, oh God, I think my 4th round of it right now. So my skin has pretty much, on my face, has stopped soaking it in, which is a good sign. But my scalp is like, I've gone through almost half a bottle of, a 16-ounce bottle of castor oil. That tells you how much my skin and my brain need it. And my eyes have stopped taking it in now, so that means that it's done. So you live and learn when you start working with castor oil, when your skin is done, or when areas are done. So strongly believe in this stuff. It actually saved my hands at one point. So I'm babbling now, but anyway, I'm sorry, Cole.
Oh, no worries, my friend.
Anyway, so do we have topics tonight?
Well,
And I understand if we don't.
no,
I just figured I'd ask.
we really don't.
Okay.
But I do have a few things I want to talk about, friend.
Just here. What's up?
I need 1 second though, friend.
Okay. You do that. I'm going to get vitamins.
Where the hell? Why won't it play that? Oh, that's why.
Find something interesting?
Friend, well,
Oh, I just got told Egyptian. Do something on Egypt? No.
friend,
What the hell? Egyptian. No, we're talking ancient times Egyptian. Well, that's interesting. What'd you get, sir?
oh, okay. So I just wanted to make
There we
sure
go.
that our sound was okay, friend, because
Yes?
I keep dropping frames and like crazy, so I was just making sure. But I didn't have anything for Egypt. Fuck, I haven't watched anything on Egypt because we're here. So now all we watch is Mr. Ballin at night.
Oh,
Because June's
forgot about
a
him.
weirdo.
No. Ballen, Ballen?
Yeah, friend, and his stories are pretty good.
He's got some interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does have
Like-
some good stuff. I do have to agree.
He did one last night. Well, it's got to be an old one because
Repeat.
she's just cycling back through now. But it was he did an alien story. It was Travis Walton. Not
Oh,
Walton.
yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Walton.
Okay, yeah, Walton.
Walton.
Friend, yeah. Okay, so he did him, and then he did a Bigfoot one with it, and a ghost one where
Cool.
it's a theater that's haunted, and it was haunting cops.
Haunting COPS?
Yes, because so the theater kept getting broken into, or so they thought, and so all their security companies kept quitting. So they hired the town police to come in after hours and guard the place at night, and all the officers started quitting. They wouldn't
Yep.
go in the building. And
Speaking of haunting... Oh,
yeah, no, go ahead.
Well, I've always wondered In the 80s, we used to go to the Mount Vernon Theater. And I've always wondered if that place had ghosties because they put on a, oh God, what was it? Not Friday the 13th. What the heck, Nikki? Frankenfurter. I can't think of the name of the movie.
Rocky Horror.
Rocky Horror. Thank you. They put on a Rocky Horror, and afterwards they had a couple of people who were in costumes go up on stage. And I remember, God, I'm trying to remember how old I was at the time. I think I was I must have been a sophomore or junior in high school. And just before one of the guys came down who was dressed as Frankenfurter, I'm like, at that back in the 80s, that, no pun intended, but that took some serious macho balls to be able to be up on stage dressed completely as Frankenfurter. And this guy wanted to be an actor, and I don't remember his first name, but there was a last name I remembered for years, and right now I don't remember it. But I remember when he came down, I had a cold wave run over my shoulders, and in that theater you didn't get a cold, because I was down by the front, you didn't get that kind of a cold wave down there unless somebody I remember right, there's a door down by the it's been too many years since I've been in that theater, and nobody was coming and going except for out of the back end of the theater where you enter down into the auditorium. And I always wondered about that because it literally felt like I had like a fog. I don't know how to, like a cold, like if you've ever been in a cold fog, not wet, but a cold fog, and it affects your neck and your shoulders and your head. That's what this felt like.
Okay.
And I never felt anything before, and I never felt anything since. And we were all over that theater, man, at that time, back in the day.
Okay.
So I always wondered if that theater had
I missed at the start. Did you say Mount Baker or Lincoln?
Lincoln.
Okay.
I said Mount Vernon Theater.
So, according to the Lincoln Theater staff, it is not haunted. They are not...
Really?
They are not advertising as that. Unlike Mount Baker.
Mount Baker. Where the heck? Mount Baker's up at Concrete, right?
Nope, Bellingham.
Bellingham. Oh yeah, I knew that because our high school. Okay, I knew
Styles
that. All right.
Owns part of it.
Well, I didn't know that.
From Whose Line?
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns part of it.
Well, see, I'd like to have a. Excuse me. At some point in my life, I'd like to actually have a time of going in to the Lincoln Theater and actually checking.
So, like, they denied us as a paranormal team to go in there. They do not allow that.
Mm-hmm.
And
that doesn't surprise me.
Well, I don't know if it's because they're just not into it or because they have shows all the time.
Oh, they do have shows
like
all the time there.
They are
now.
open almost 5 to 7 days a week. So
yeah, that they wouldn't want it. I understand that.
Well, and then when they're not having like movie shows, they're practicing. They have teams practicing on stage.
Rehearsals.
Yep. Yep.
So like they are fairly busy.
Excuse me.
So I don't really know if it's just because like they don't want that kind of reputation, which a lot of theaters don't.
No, they wouldn't want it. But see, when you got to remember, I was in high school at the time and wasn't When I was in high school, I would not have called myself a psychic or a medium by any stretch of the imagination because I didn't know, let me say this, I didn't know really what was happening with me. If that makes sense regarding paranormal and that kind of stuff. I mean, I knew it when I saw it, truly saw it. But that was something that I had always wondered about. And it's never been a major wonder, but it's always been just one of those question mark things. Now there's a building up, that's First Avenue, isn't it? Or is that Main Street? I can't remember right now.
It's Maine.
It's Maine. Okay, so up on the other side where the flooding, where they used to sandbag before they put in the wall, the protective wall, there was a building that was, I was going to say brick, it wasn't brick. There was a building down, and it was brick. There was another building that we used to go dance in the, oh God, that's dating me back. Anyway, I don't have a clue as to what it is now.
Is that the furniture store
and-
now?
Oh God, I don't remember. I'd have to go. I'd have to actually look at a map. But there were ghosts in that building. There were ghosts there. I mean, like that. I can validate. But I don't have a lot of memories of it because I loved to dance so much and try. I was very piss poor at playing pool back then, and I was trying to play pool and concentrate on my pool, and I would see these wisps of things, and I'm like, that's not the machine. That's not the fog machine. And you know it. You could feel it, but you don't think anything of it. But I can truly verify that building as back in the 80s. And I think very possibly because there were so many, oh my God, there were so many people coming and going out of that building. Nothing would have surprised me at that point. So yeah, and that's an area that used to flood out a lot because the parking lot was basically right on the river.
Well, and
Right. Yeah.
like
Platform.
and now like
Old downtown Vernon.
since the 80s, they have changed that whole area.
No, it wouldn't surprise me.
Like there is.
I mean, I think I've only been up there like twice.
They built a
3 times,
riverfront
maybe.
walkway on like against the river.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely gorgeous. Like it is a very nice place to sit down and go for a walk type thing.
Nice.
But
Oh, good.
you're backed up to parking lots. But it's a good area. They do the farmers market there all summer long.
Oh, that's where the market is. Okay, I always wondered about that.
And they've done a very good job of actually getting businesses into the building, so it's no longer empty.
Yeah, they had, it's interesting because I remember back then they had a heck of a time keeping different businesses in back there. So.
Well, and now they've got everything. Like there is a place that builds
Whoa!
prescription pills.
You just, that was an interesting sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it, your voice went high pitched and then right back down.
Oh, no, that was just me.
That's a tech issue. Yeah.
Friend,
Okay.
Someone stepped on my nuts. You know how it is. Friend,
Jeez.
my peanuts, Kimberly.
Okay, cool.
What were you thinking? Little sicko?
It's like, God.
Friend. No, there is a place that builds prescription pills, so they're cheaper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they make like if you have a really expensive prescription pill, they will make it right there so that it's cheaper for you.
Oh, nice.
And then there is a whiskey distillery.
Oh, man, that means all those businesses.
What?
Well, in the flooding, I mean, aren't they going to be one of the first hit off of, technically, no, they don't have the mobile home park down over across the bridge anymore, but Because the mobile home park used to be the first ones in Mount Vernon that would flood.
Yeah.
Before the because they were actually lower, closer to the river than the other side of the Mount Vernon Bridge, where the town would get hit and would flood out. Well, not flood out. It wouldn't go down onto Main Street because they sandbagged between the buildings. So
Well, so they no longer do that because
yeah, because the
they built
protective barrier.
Yeah, they built this barrier made of steel and cement that they build as
Yeah.
soon as they find out it's going to flood. But the problem is the projection is 2 feet above the barrier. So,
God.
but the one thing I will say for those businesses is even though, because they're a business, even though they're on a floodplain, they can still get flood insurance. So they're protected. We can't.
That's just what I was going to say. How the hell, pardon me, but how the hell can they get flood insurance and residents cannot? That just has, I get it. I mean, on one level I get it, on another level I don't.
Yeah, it's the fact that a business in a downtown area like that has to carry
Yeah.
insurance. And the city is supposed to be able to protect them from anything that could happen. And they do a really good job. I'm not saying they don't. Mount Vernon has done everything they can to protect
Yeah.
these businesses.
This is going to
Just
sound silly.
Mother Nature's
but in-
pissed.
When I he is very pissed. When I first found out about that wall, this is going to sound so silly, but because I used to live right up in an apartment building right up against the dike, and in the early '80s we had some really freaking close calls. But we had friends who were flooded out. And so when I heard, I don't remember what year it was right now, but when I had heard, I think it was a year after they had installed that protective barrier, I sat and cried because I remember all the years of different people that I knew that had gone down to sandbag, the different people that I had known that were trying to protect their parts of their farmland or parts of their homes
Yeah.
from the water and it sounds so silly, but and I have a friend on Facebook who had no idea that that's where I partially grew up, was in that section of Mount Vernon on, well, now it's classified, I guess, as Burlington, but yeah, it when you see it firsthand and you're experiencing the fact that you have to put all of your possessions up on cement blocks or get them out, and you're experiencing that, it gets real frightening really fast. So I only have that concept of what you guys are going through. But when I
Well, last night
sat and cried. So I get it.
Last night we grabbed, I had the kids grab anything they wanted and to keep.
Yeah.
And told them, matter of importance. Judge everything on matter of importance to you.
Yep.
And then I went through and I grabbed everything someone has bought me as a gift. I grabbed a Darth Vader keychain. But
that makes sense. You know?
If I bought it myself, it didn't count.
It's sentimental value too.
Yeah, I will not bring something that I bought over. For example, this is going to sound stupid. I'm probably going to get my ass chewed out a few times for this. I left our $1,600 mower.
Actually,
'Cause
I can understand that.
it wasn't
I mean,
as
you
important.
had, yeah, I can understand that. You take what things that, I mean, yeah, you don't expect to go back to your home.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that. And it comes down to priorities. Um, I've experienced too many floods. Almost everything I have goes into Rubbermaid totes. We're talking after 2000, God. My grandfather gifted us a piece of property in Pahrump, Nevada last year, over 30 years ago, and I eventually sold it. But in the course of time, I went down, I flew down and started packing the house up in Rubbermaid totes. And when I went back and spent, I don't know, it seemed like months and months, and I looked back at those containers. Rubbermaid outdid all the other containers in 110-degree heat. If it can do that, yeah, they were warped, but everything inside the boxes were okay. If they can do that, that proved to me what Rubbermaid could do. And so everything after that year, whatever year that was, I've been flooded out too many times, whether it's been basements and I mean, we're talking anywhere from 1 to 6-7 inches of water. And when you have that happen, you start making sure that your furniture is on legs, specific kind of legs, so that if it ever happens again. And I lived in an apartment 2 years ago. I lived in an apartment for 8 years, 9 years, I don't remember, a long time, where we would periodically have flooding. And couldn't afford to move any other place, and everything was in totes or off the floor. And if it was off the floor, it was off the floor by at least 2 to 3 inches, and on usually metal shelves,
Okay.
or some other kind of shelving unit that didn't care about, and the first 3 to 4 inches would not be touched by water in any way, shape, or form. And so, no matter how it happened. And so, most everything that I've got is in Rubbermaid or some other kind of tote. And thank God for that, because you find out real fast what you want to keep and what can go.
Yeah.
Real fast. After so many years of that, you get real good about, okay, that goes. Nope, I don't care. Don't care. Yep, that stays. Yep, this goes with us. So, and when you have flood from a ceiling, you make sure that all your paper products are in containers that don't have water sitting on top of them. So, because we had flood come in from ceiling on a number of occasions from those apartments, and that had to do with tenant above us doing stupid shit. So, but yeah, it gets interesting real fast what you find that you're willing to let go of and what you're willing to keep. And there's a mentality that comes with it. It's like a survival mentality. So I totally understand, Cole. Yeah, you may get shit for the lawnmower, but you know what?
You can't mow mud.
You can't. You can't, and it might be anywhere from 2 to 5 years before you have a lawn that you can use it on.
Yeah.
So,
and
depending, you know, you don't
might
know
not
what you're
end
going to
up
go
going
back to.
we might not end up
Yeah,
going back.
exactly.
So,
Exactly. That's
but-
that's the whole thing, because you don't know what's going to be left.
Mm-hmm.
well, and
we
because of what a neighbor's been doing, and it's not his fault. He's trying to improve his house, so he's been putting fencing up
Yeah.
for his dog or his dogs, and so we've had a rat problem all summer.
oh yeah, been there, done that.
Because
That's not
he's
fun.
digging out trees and bushes. You know, he's taking away their homes, so they're trying to find new ones.
Yep.
And so, like last
Had
night,
that in Seattle.
me and Kayla were sitting there, and she left like a bread bag open for the rats. Because she figured they're just gonna swim around and find stuff anyways. She grabbed it. I bought her this collapsible oar for like a boat.
Yeah.
So she put it outside in front of the house because said we're probably gonna save someone's life with that. Like she was trying to make light of a situation.
You
that
never
was
know.
Dark and
Yeah. Yeah, it's
like,
hard coming out of that.
I
kind of
did
stuff.
a lot of dumb stuff that, like, I know it's dumb, but it made my mind rest a little bit easier.
Yep.
Like, I put my propane tanks at the top of the stairs. And
That makes sense.
it does, but it's going to
Actually-
be way above that, so, like, they're still going to fucking
Yeah.
float away. And, you know, like, it
Well, they'll be useful for somebody.
Mm.
probably
I
not.
feel-
They're going to end up in Japan. Actually, Robert,
In other
give it 2 weeks.
in other words,
Give
Yeah,
it 2 weeks,
that's
Robert,
just where-
and head to the coast.
yep. Be-
And just check for them.
He's not joking. He's not joking
Yeah.
because the Skagit River goes out into the ocean. Eventually
Yes.
goes out into the ocean, and when Japan experienced the tsunami,
Yeah.
we ended up on Washington and Oregon and California coastlines, usually Washington and Oregon, with different things from Japan. Very unusual things.
Including
Giant
nuclear
things,
strength.
including... Yeah,
Mm.
I mean, just... It was
Well-
wild. People were finding all sorts of things along the beach lines.
And
Like
Uh,
shoes with feet in.
I do gotta say,
No, that was
screw King 5 News.
Oh,
Yeah.
why?
yeah,
Those
Why?
assholes tried to give me a heart attack tonight
yeah.
because
Why?
they
What-
decided to
what'd they s-
decided to repost a Facebook reel
Post
Did that from
from
2007?
no from this summer.
What?
When we had that scare with Japan having another earthquake and us getting the tsunami warning,
Yeah.
No.
and it started from, this is an urgent warning for all of Western Washington. There is a tsunami coming.
Oh, mother. No.
I had
Seriously?
to go
Get your act
into the
together.
comment section to find out it
That's
was
not
old.
okay.
Mm.
Like, friend,
But there was no other title heading.
no.
Oh, that's not cool, guys. I love that station. They're
I
one of my
wonder-
favorites.
I wonder if it's King 5 or if it was one of the reels that Facebook decided to say, oh, this is from whenever, let's post it now. Like they tend to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that. Yep, I will say they do that. Because I caught a couple of ones from 2007.
Yep.
Everybody's talking about the 2007 flooding, and I'm like,
Let's build it up and they said, oh, let's post this.
I do want to address something that little Cam said about 20 minutes ago.
what's that?
She said,
What's that?
New Year's prediction shows are my favorite here on YouTube. I agree with you normally, little Cam. The problem is, have you seen what's going on in the world? I don't feel safe making any predictions at this point. Friend,
Well, I'm gonna say something to that. I know that things get better. I've been consistently shown. Oh, so many. It's almost to a daily point at this point.
Mhm.
Daily level, yeah, whatever, however you want to word that. And the United States is going to have a rough time, but things do get better, and people need to keep that in mind. It's getting through whatever shit that we're going to be going through and getting through it as best as we can. And then it's like somebody. My dyslexia was just about to say some smart-ass remark, and I just about got kicked in the head from one of the other siders, because they're like, you cannot say that, Nikki. You cannot say it that way. Not at this time. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake. Anyway, and Robert probably has an idea of what I was. Anyway, the point is that it does get better. Things will get better. It's going to take some time, but things will get better. And there's going to be a unusual experience somewhere at the end of the summer, somewhere between end of summer into, so I would say that would be the middle of August into the middle to end of October. Everybody else is predicting, it's going to be in December. Bull. No, it's going to start in about May, but other things are going to pick up at the end of summer. So,
it's like molasses, slow moving and kind of roll along. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're talking things flying in the air. That's all I'm going to say on it. That's the first time I've really gotten even that deep into it. So things do get better, though. It's just getting through this shit, though. I kid you not. It's getting through the muck and the mire.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to be flying.
This is going to segue into a question John asked me.
Okay.
This week. So he asked, do you think 3-Eye Atlas, do you think it's possible that 3-Eye Atlas has anything to do with what's been going on with our weather patterns?
No. I think the sun does, though.
Have you been watching the news?
No.
No, not to any level, but I have seen bits and pieces that are coming across YouTube news feeds and
do you know
Facebook
what actually
news feeds.
This caused all this flooding?
Oh, I can only imagine that it's probably going to be government with their weather control.
Well, okay, but the actual terms that meteorologists are using, we had atmospheric river.
They're not using old. Yeah, they're using that instead of Pineapple Express.
Nope, they're not. So we had an atmospheric river, then a Pineapple Express, followed by an atmospheric river.
Oh, how interesting.
Because there is a difference between the two, apparently.
So they're bouncing it.
Yeah.
Just got to get someone that can talk to the storm riders. That's all you got to do.
Well, here's the thing. We've been. These atmospheric rivers are supposed to be a 1 in 500 year event. We're now getting 5 a year.
Yep.
But if you actually look at the dates that 3-Eye Atlas entered our solar system, our outer solar system.
Yeah.
All our weather kind of went to shit right after. And hasn't stopped. It's actually getting worse across the world.
Personally, I don't think it has to do with that, though.
Friend.
Because if you look at the sun, the hell are they called?
coronal
I can't
mass
think-
emissions.
Solar storms.
Solar, yeah, thank you. The solar storms, then you're dealing with a completely different ball game with the Earth. Get my tongue out of the way. God. Okay, up there, you stop that. I know exactly who's doing that. You stop that. All right. Sorry. They just made and I'm about to blush in 10 different ways. Anyway. God, knock it off up there. So you
I'm just
okay,
being,
Robert?
I'm just being told resonance chamber in that 3-eye atlas, and that's what's doing some things, but
Well,
I don't know exactly what. I'm just trying to find out from them.
because like Nikki, I agree with you. It's the sun too. But no matter what 3-eye atlas is,
Yep.
it coming in and affecting our solar system, it's going to affect our sun too. And our sun did kind of fucking peak up in
Ramp
interest,
up.
and it's ramping up still.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on that. Sorry, go ahead.
But it's happening, like it is all correlating with the arrival of that one comet, if that's what we want to call it.
Yeah, we don't know what to call it.
No, and apparently though, ours isn't the only fucking weather system that has changed.
Yeah.
Isn't it also part of Canada as well as Europe?
Yes, but no, that's not what I mean. Earth.
Planetary.
Oh,
Fran,
Yeah,
I didn't
'cause
realize that.
There's more storms happening down here too. Like the cyclones are getting more vicious.
yeah.
They're just starting to spiral and all that sort of thing down here. Like there's another one that they say is forming off the Coral Coast, and there's others over near Western Australia, and they're sort of converging in. So yeah, watch out.
Because like we have 8 days till that 3-eye atlas is at its closest point to us.
Do you say 3 or 8?
8.
8.
And
Robert saying
you
7. 'cause
shut
it's-
your mouth.
he-
Absolutely not.
Well, if it's 8 days here, it's 7 days here.
He's right. That's
Fred.
funny.
Yeah, till a comet comes out of your TV and attacks you.
Yeah, true. Not out of your TV, but yeah.
Flat screen.
Well,
Ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, welcome to the second hour. Kayla.
All in Bruce Willis.
I explained that we've had a rough
hello, Kayla.
24 hours. So
I am so sorry. I woke up. Looked
Hello,
at the clock,
Sleepy.
Thank you.
Howdy.
Did you get enough rest?
Howdy.
Fred. Oh, turn it up. There you go. Now she can hear you.
Did you get enough
How
rest?
you doing?
Sure. I will say sure because I think I've had what
3 hours.
2.5 hours over the last 48. So
Yep,
yes,
yep, yep.
absolutely
Well, that sounds
enough
about
rest.
right. I get that.
Mhm.
I don't think I've had this little of an amount of rest actually since like my first couple of kids were born and I was like new mom status.
Mhm.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Switch. Stop it.
Fred. But, no, like, me and John talked about it for a minute. He did some research on it, and like, it does all correlate. It's kind of weird. And then the little asshole brought up the fact that, wouldn't it be cool if it just turned towards Earth as soon as it got to the 18th? I'm like, no, that's not cool.
Well, depends on what they want. And a lot of us have gone into either astral or remote viewed or higher consciousness, gone over to the ship and have asked. And there's all different kinds of, and everybody that I know is talking about that has done that. They're talking about the different kinds of ETs. It's not a comet. It's an ET ship. Some of them are in stasis. Some of them are sleeping, which is different than stasis. Others are up walking around and doing things. So,
But that's even worse, Nikki. Like, you guys asking them what they want and what they're doing. Friend, can I ask you a question?
oh, you just observe.
No, but
You just
I
go
know,
in and observe.
I know it's been a while, okay?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you've been married. So, but like, think about first dates. Do you tell the guy your kinks on your first date?
Absolutely.
No, you wait till like the second or third at least. And then you tell him you're into probing. Okay? Like, they're not going to tell us right off the bat.
Actually, you can tell by some of the systems that are on board their ship what they're up to. Just an FYI. I've never said that out loud.
Do you mean like 5 inches or 8?
Oh, for God's sake, Cole.
Maybe 6 or 7.
Kimberly, did you hear that? Kimberly said 6 or 7.
Yes, I heard that. Well, try 8.
Friend, that's June's new favorite thing.
Actually,
is 6'7".
I'm a...
She's the ultimate
Afraid.
6'7".
Because she is 67.
Oh. Okay. So, yeah, I've... You can go in and observe, and depending upon how much you actually see, you can actually... Some of us can see their kind of technology. It's very much a... it's not a militaristic type of ship. I've personally experienced militaristic ET ships, ET government ships. I know that in my body, they haven't come. The memory hasn't come up yet, but I can feel it in my body that I've been on through. They're like military, but I don't know what else to call them. But they're not military. I just don't know what else to call them. But I know I've been on board at least one ship. And it doesn't look anything like that. This is like a space exploration ship from what I'm remembering. This is like a
tourist vessel?
No, think of Star Trek, think of, I want to say Deep Space Nine, that's not what I mean. Just think of Star Trek, exploration, space exploration, but it's not. They're how do I say this? It's not detrimental. That I know. They are not hiding anything when you go and talk to them.
Okay, but Nikki, I'm going to tell you one thing. It's not detrimental what they are coming to do. What they're doing here. It could be detrimental to us because of us.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, now that I fully agree with.
Like,
because people will, people that don't comprehend what is really happening, they'll take to arms.
Yeah, well, and
that is what that's a lot of what this planet is about. But on the other side of that, they're going to have to deal with the global deep space government before they deal with the regular governments. Because the deep governments, global governments of this planet, they already know what the heck's going on. They're just not saying.
Yeah. But, like, when it comes to people of Earth, we're kind of sick-ass
we fight.
individuals. Well, no, we don't just fight.
We
That's
fight.
the problem. 47% will probably pick up arms. 6%
Yeah.
will look at it with wonder. And 47% will be like, can we have sex with that? I'm not joking. That's the thing. What was the first question Elon Musk got asked when he introduced the Tesla robot?
Can we have sex with it?
Oh,
Absolutely.
I'm afraid to find out.
It was, can we have sex with it?
Oh, that's nasty.
That is 47% of this
That's
world.
nasty.
No. No, what's nasty to be the person that had to clean it up.
Friend, do you realize that there is now a full-blown
Yeah.
Reddit, like subreddit,
Robert.
for my AI boyfriend?
Oh, God.
And they're getting engaged to AI characters.
What happens when there's an EMP?
Well, there's a girl with a
Mass murder.
there's a young woman who probably, I think we talked about this one time, who is doing AI as an AI boyfriend,
Yeah, and well, that's the
talking
thing.
about
like,
marrying him.
it's now it's a thing. Like now it's not just one girl. They have a community.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just that goes into the psychology of. There was a.
Yeah.
There was a media guy. I can't think of what they're called. Anyway, he was interviewing somebody, and I can't remember exactly how it went, but basically, the guy who was responding was like, what goes into the psychology of loneliness. And I agree with that because a lot of the populations are very lonely.
Yeah.
And in this day and age, in 2025, people don't know how to deal with that. They don't know how to self-soothe, and I do not mean sex. They don't know how to deal because they haven't been taught. It's different than your generation or my generation or Robert's generation. I mean, it's just different. You're taught that early on, and a lot of these, what I call kids, they're not, and that's harsh.
Well, and the issue is
Really harsh.
for a lot of them. This is the first, like, this is now becoming the first relationship they're getting into, and it's not a real
That's
relationship.
just-
It's
No,
a service.
it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly.
And so
And when you, sorry.
the problem is the fact that if the AI does something you don't like, you can tell it never do that again, and they literally won't.
Exactly.
There is no compromise. There is no. They don't learn how to form an argument out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
No resistance.
like that sounds stupid, but a relationship is a series of arguments that you
Two-way
work
things,
out,
yeah.
Correct.
Mhm.
and you can't do that with an AI.
No.
But an alien. Now. So,
Now, wait a minute. I had an ET do something to me, and I remember looking, and yes, it was a him. We're not getting into that.
Yeah.
But what I will say is because he tried to do something it's not psychological, it was mental, but it wasn't, I don't know how to explain it. And I remember being on the ship and sort of, how do I say this? Wake up. There's no other way to say that. You essentially wake up, and it's not waking up. I just don't know what else to freaking call it. And I looked at him and I said, "Don't you ever do that to me again. I mean, never." And I got really angry, and they were like so taken aback because he wasn't alone. There were others around him. I think what they were doing was testing me, and they went, "It'll never be done." I mean, it was a clear boundary that I made, and I was like, whatever that was, you are never ever to do that to me again. And this is the first time I've ever made that public. And they listened. It was one of the very, very first and few times they actually listened to what I said. And when I've asked after that, and like a couple of years, few years after that time frame, they were like, "You said never to do that again." And I'm like, "Yeah, I was just making sure. How else do you say that?" You know, I was wanting to be sure that they actually were listening. So it was kind of like my test, but of them. But yeah, certain ETs, they will listen. Not always, but you know, if you hit a certain level, they're like, "Whoa, that's not okay. Okay, we'll not do that ever again."
Well, but I'm not saying even in our lifetimes, Nikki. What I'm saying is eventually, like the way seems to be going, we are eventually going to integrate with other species.
Oh yeah.
And with that,
totally and completely agree with that.
we are going to have to figure out how to truly integrate in that way, because we are a species that is willing to do that. We have been willing to do that since the beginning of time, really. It's not considered acceptable right now, but I think with them, I think it would be eventually.
Well, I mean, look at the hybrids.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, everybody here knows, but I haven't made anything public yet. But anyway, so with the hybrids, they know. Fucking hell, I was going to say something completely different, and now it's out of my head. And it's been taken out of my head. I just realized it literally what I was about to say, and this is not targeting. I was just going to talk about the hybrids and how they have. There are some species or races of ET that are compatible with humans. Let's put it that way. And then there are others that are absolutely not, and it has to be all scientifically done.
And I'm not okay. This is going to sound so wrong. This is going to be an unpopular opinion. But it is what it is. Like, there has got to be some species on Earth that are honestly compatible with humans. We just wouldn't know it.
Yes, there are. They look exactly like humans, but they're not Terrans.
No. On Earth.
That okay.
Like
Terran is Earth.
I mean, like monkeys or something.
Oh.
Giraffes.
Oh.
Friend, yeah, like.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
but
no. Oh. Oh no.
There honestly has to be one or two. We just haven't discovered it yet, and I don't know if we ever will because it's considered so wrong. But, friend, with how many species the scientists are finding out we are so close to in many ways, there's gotta be some kind of something that could happen, especially with the fact that we can do that with aliens. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Like, and it's weird, it's wrong, and it's definitely wrong. Do not get me wrong, because I don't like saying this either.
You brought up an interesting subject. because I just thought of something. I'm like, holy crap.
See, I like
Go
the way
ahead.
little Cam's thinking, except for that would sounds painful. Homo cactus.
Oh, what?
Homo cactus, like Homo
Oh.
sapien, but instead
Yeah,
Homo
got it.
cactus. But that sounds painful. I don't know how that would work, but yeah. Friend.
Oh my, that's got all different kinds of levels. Well, what I thought of was, because I know, okay, this is going to sound really interesting and maybe a little bizarre, but hello, I'm a little bizarre. So I know mermaids exist, mermaids exist. I wonder if there was a way that a human could mate. Okay, up there, you shut it. Because that is not a word I'm going to say publicly. Oh my God. And that's a visual I don't want to see in my head. Thank you very much.
So what you're saying is, if a human could clap them cheeks on that mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one way to say it. That's not the way that I was told. That's not what they said on the other side. And I'm like, oh, that's not words I want. But no, I wonder, because that would make something along the lines of Aquaman or something on that level. I mean, that's a complete, and that fascinates me. You're literally crossing species boundaries.
Well, and that's the thing too. We lose so many.
Oh, this ginger is spicy.
We lose so many historical facts over the years. What if that's how mermaids did come into existence? What if that's how humans came into existence? Like, we don't actually know for a fact how we evolved. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And when you get into the religious standpoint of that, that's a whole different subject matter. But when you get into the science of that,
Yeah.
it's another whole completely different matter. Oh my God, this ginger is spicy. Sorry, guys, I'm eating ginger.
And
My mouth is on
I
fire.
understand this is a very uncomfortable topic and a very, like, for a lot of people, and a very unpopular opinion topic. But what made me think about it is the fact that we have donkeys.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so glad I did not take a drink of water over, or a drink of iced tea over that.
Well, but who the hell
Explain
thought-
what you mean.
Who the hell thought to crossbreed a horse and a mule?
They did it on their own.
The Mexicans for the for the
Right
donkey
there.
shows.
So there are
Zebras and horses
man.
too.
That's a
And
Zorse.
going back to the
Zorses.
going back to the cactuses, the dryads, dryads with yeah, big pricks.
So, is that where the pussy willow came from?
Would be.
Oh
Fred?
dear God, you
Sorry,
guys.
I'm sorry. To all
Oh
the little
my God,
pygmies,
you
I'm so
guys.
sorry. Fred. No, but
Oh
like,
my God.
you get, like, the fact that
So
we
many
have
levels.
so many creatures on Earth that can crossbreed.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
all,
Like,
like
truly,
Yeah.
they
part
really
of
can.
The same.
But how many species are we so close to?
Not too
We've
many.
been compared to dolphins. We've been compared to pigs. We've been compared to
Yes,
monkeys.
we've been compared to these things, but if you actually think
Gorillas.
about the genetic structure and everything, it would be
And
a gorilla or a pig.
octopuses are way out there.
You guys still there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Are you there?
Yep.
yeah. I can hear all of you.
Is she there though?
Oh, I think that's
Yes.
mine.
Oh.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, she gone.
I will be right back. I
All
think
right.
it's mine.
But I
Yeah.
can see like a
Hang
human
on.
pig.
Let's see.
Like that's where Miss Piggy came from.
Yeah.
but then a pig with a frog.
Well,
There we
yeah. You've seen that. It's
You
like,
good, Nikki?
Yep, we're good now.
Okay.
I had to switch it over.
Friend,
He's an axe.
like, Cam brings up a good point. Hence why squirrels look like bats.
Mm.
Yeah, like,
Sugar
So is that why we had the
gliders.
flying squirrel? It's like half bat, half squirrel.
that is a possibility. Like,
Well, think
that's
of
the thing. Yeah, sugar babies.
Think
Or
of sugar gliders.
Gliders.
Sugar gliders. Yeah.
Friend.
Oh, I love sugar gliders. I just don't like the smell of them, though.
But, like,
Oh, they are so sweet.
Bit like flying
Such a nice
foxes.
little animal. Yeah,
They
but
still
flying
do.
foxes are bigger. I mean, hello. I've seen flying foxes.
Wingspan of that or more.
Yeah, 3 feet or more. Yeah.
Yeah.
it
Good
just
targeting,
seems
though.
like
Yeah.
to me there is no way
God.
we are a singular species that can't crossbreed.
Mm.
No. Humans and octopuses. That's what made it like Ursula.
That's an interesting thought.
Do I help them?
That's a scary
Yes,
thought.
indeed.
So if you have sex with an octopus, you create a villain.
I guess.
Damn.
Well, I mean, they got enough brains that they'd almost have to be a villain. They'd be like, fuck all these people. You know?
That's what they do. Mm.
Oh, this is an interesting show tonight, folks.
Right?
But,
Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
if you really, like, think about it, we have... Throughout history, we have all different kinds of human-animal hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, if you...
Crossbreeds, yeah.
Yeah, and, like, okay. So, what happens
Centaurs,
if maybe we can...
Minotaurs.
Maybe we can create these, I don't know, creatures. I don't know what you would want to call it. But maybe we can create these, but in creating them, we saw what would happen. And then over thousands of years, hundreds
And
of
they
thousands of
said,
years,
no,
we were like, we
no.
can't do that. Make it so
Can't do that again.
taboo that
I have a counter argument because I'm pretty sure the first time Ugg saw Krug fucking a saber-toothed tiger, he was like, no, we're gonna eat that. No,
no.
get away. Like,
Cream, you're showing.
He was just grinding it.
Oh, God, Robert.
Self-sourcing.
God. Oh, dear.
friend,
Well, and I mean, we could though. And see, that's the thing is like back in the day, if you really look at like the different orientations of species and everything, we could crossbreed because there was Neanderthals, and we crossbreeded
Yeah.
between them. We crossbreeded
Yep.
between all of the different species of human-like species that used to live on the earth.
Well, where did the Greek and the Grecians and the other ones come up with things like Medusa and stuff like that?
yeah.
There wasn't someone going out and having sex with snakes, was there?
Well, it might have been.
Although there was that other one that she had the head of a human and the body of a snake.
Yes.
Yeah, and then, well, like,
Whoa, yeah.
Well, and then I mean, you got really super spliced creatures that are like 4 or 5 different things put into one.
Mm-hmm.
that's what happens
Yep.
when you do an orgy.
Minotaur.
No, I said
No,
Minotaur.
more like
and,
a griffin
Oh,
or
yeah, I
something
didn't
like
hear
that.
that.
where
Okay.
Griffin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, there was that too.
friend.
Head of a lion, body of a whatever, and talons and wings and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Well, and
Then
that
unicorn.
that
and,
just creates uncomfortable conversations.
mm.
Mommy, who's my
Oh, I
daddy?
can't even
I
imagine.
don't know. Friend.
Yeah. Yeah, that gets into some interesting science things.
Yeah, but if
Well,
you,
I mean, okay, so look at the look at the unicorn. We didn't know what is the wall
Narwhal?
Oh, the thing that swims in the ocean with the
Narwhal.
horn.
The
It's a
narwhal.
Narwhal, thank you.
Narwhal.
We didn't know that the narwhal existed. We thought it was only myth until it was proven as science backed.
Yeah, well, just
Well,
like the
what
silverback
if
gorilla. I mean,
Yes, exactly. I mean, all of them, all the different things that we didn't believe in because it hadn't been proven yet.
Oh, okay, well,
And
the
I
big
mean,
one
the same
would
could be said for
sorry.
unicorn. Well, the one that I was referring to, I mean, unicorn. For whatever reason, my instinct on that is that they were real at one point.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been, I mean,
Well, why
it's
couldn't
not
it happen?
a-
It's a horn on a horse.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about, like, elk or anything like that, now just give it one horn instead of two.
look at the rhino. Look at the rhino. I mean, it's a very big animal built essentially like a, I was going to say a tractor. That's not what I meant.
Shit, brick shit house.
It's a hippo with a horn, man.
Yes, and it can move. I mean, you get that thing running, and don't run fast, but I mean, it's got some serious power behind it. But that horn, I mean, we've still got animals. Look at the crocodile. Oh my God, here we go. The crocodile, and the skin on it. There are certain species, races of ET that are very much like that. They've got very large heads like that, but they're upright walking. They're not on the ground crawling.
Yeah.
So it's very there are so many things that are possible that we just don't know about yet, that have not been scientifically proven.
Friend, well, and that's the thing, like...
Kayla, what were you...
Yeah, well, Kayla?
No, I was just going to mention the platypus, that, like, we even had a specimen of the platypus that we sent back,
and they
still said it was fake.
No, that's...
Like,
Yep.
That's the creator's joke. He's like, they are never going to guess what the fuck this is. Right.
And how do you come up with the word platypus? I mean, that's an interesting one anyway.
Because it's what came out of their mouth when they saw it. Like,
platypus!
Yeah. Right. So I don't know, like, that's the thing, like, eventually, like, the integration is going to happen with alien species. But it's going to take a lot of communication to get there. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's where we started with this. You remember that?
Yeah.
Friend.
Yep, it's already happened, though. It's just that it hasn't been scientifically proven in the masses.
No, but Nikki, I mean,
on
like,
this planet.
Not just breeding, but actual relationships.
Yeah.
Like, we are going
There
to
are
need
people that
major
have-
communication in order to make that common thing.
There were... Okay. We're getting into a really deep subject here.
Yeah.
There are humans that were part of SSP that had to have permission to, how am I going to say this, live with what we would classify as ETs. They were in true relationships. Of course, you know, that's a different ballgame. But that's also deep government stuff that none of that is scientifically proven in the masses yet. Over time, it will be. Over a very long amount of time, it will be. But, and I'm getting told to shut up. Son of a... Anyway, but there are... It has already happened. It's just, it's not really well known, and it's not scientifically proven in the masses yet. And that's where it can be proven in different sections of government and different sections, deep government, I mean, and different sections of deep conglomerate. I'm trying to figure out how to word that correctly. That have certain knowledge of things, but it's not in the masses yet. And when it comes out in the masses, that's really when it makes a difference. And that's what sucks, because a lot of science is hidden. A lot of the really good stuff is hidden. And a lot of it shouldn't be, but some should, yes, but not all of it,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
So,
Well, okay, so that's just like history. Like, if we keep erasing these
Yes.
things and say that they didn't happen, or then we're doomed
Exactly.
to repeat the same mistakes just because we're humans. We don't know any better half of the time unless we know that it doesn't work.
totally agreed, Kayla. Totally agreed. It makes things rather interesting, to say the least.
Well, and I mean, maybe it would cause a lot less weirdos doing all kinds of awkward human experiments. So,
Yeah, the ones that are, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that.
Yay, rich weirdos.
stop it, weirdos. Okay.
And how many weirdos are on this planet? Oh, gee, the entire population.
I think
I
we're
was
about
going to
8
your-
billion. And rising.
Burn.
Well, this is quite the education for certain individuals.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. I've never met anybody who isn't weird in their own way. And they're weird in different ways, and that's what makes us human, man. We're all kinds of awkward.
To bleed or not to bleed? That is the question.
Yeah, what, Cole?
I've
You were going to say something. What were
I've
you going to
met
say?
a few that aren't weird. I couldn't classify them as weird.
Yeah.
Because weird to me means
Fair enough.
personality. And I honestly have to say I've met a few people that have no fucking personality at all. So they can't be weird.
Well, then they're weird for not having any personality.
But
Come
that's
on
not
now.
weird.
Oh, that is weird.
Oh no. No.
Well, then they're just does, aren't they? If
Yeah.
they're weird, if they're not weird and they're weirdos, then they lose the weird. Just does.
Now we're talking about being with, like, a deer. Jeez, Robert.
A deer, female deer.
Not gonna lie, pretty sure it's
Oh
been
my
done.
God. Oh, no. I don't want to know this.
I'm just
No, I
saying.
don't want to know.
Have you seen some of the horn sets out there on some of those deers? Talk about atypical. Like,
Yeah, honey.
God.
friend.
What a wreck on that!
God, you guys.
See?
Oh,
And this is what I
mercy.
mean by everybody's a weirdo.
Exactly.
Wouldn't have
Oh
it
my
any
How
other
God.
weird
way.
can you go?
Right on.
Although I will say,
Part
even
of
though
what makes
I'm
us human.
even though I'm sure it's been done, it
Yeah.
is quite obvious that we are not compatible with deer.
Mm.
Oh, God.
When have you
Well,
ever
Santa
heard of
had
a
it-
cryptid
yeah,
called Deer Man?
Dear boy!
Well, Sander would have the full information on that.
God.
Well,
can make
okay,
them fly.
so if you actually think about, like, what people consider, like, cryptids and everything, most of them, why do they always have to be big, fearsome? Okay? They make them look evil. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so most cryptids, if you see a picture of, or a drawing or a rendering or anything like that, like you see like Goat Man and he looks like some evil satanic thing with goat feet and like a big they make them all look evil.
Where's the eye again?
Yeah. Well, they can't do that with the sylph, can they? Because they look like clouds.
They still made them evil. They made them a little twisted in the brain. That's the thing. Like, all of these depictions of anything that is even slightly off human, they say they make them evil.
Yeah.
Like, even mermaids, when you talk about mer people and, like, that kind of... They're people that will trap people into drowning themselves. They'll, like...
Villainize.
Yes.
Villainize them.
Yeah, so all cryptids are, like, super villainized. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's really weird to me that all of them would be evil or
It's
bad.
not just cryptids, though. We do that to everything.
We do that to, like, everything that isn't human and
That's a
isn't
fear
our
factor.
idea of what a human should be.
Friend.
That's an emotional fear factor issue, and that's something that the ET. That's something I can actually talk to because the ETs have talked about that with me regarding the fact that we are so quote unquote emotional that was one of the reasons why. Oh, good grief, got an issue with the eye. That is one of the reasons why the ETs took out certain species, races of ET that do abductions, took out the splicing and the dicing of the DNA for that specific. There's an emotion gene. I did not know that. And I don't know what it is. I don't know how it's done. Quite honestly, I don't care how it's done. But I found that out when they made one of my hybrids have the emotion, quote unquote, emotion gene put back in, is how I was told. That's a direct quote of how I was told, and I was like, wait a minute, what? And it was a hell of a shock to me. Found that out. I was like, you can get that technical, and they're like, yes, we can create anything we want. And I'm just like, I mean it completely, because they're so far advanced in the genetics, and it completely boggles my mind. So yeah, I mean, I've talked about that for a few years now about my one of my hybrid kids who had a really hard time, and they actually came back and said, Nikki, you've got to deal with this as a mother because you understand emotion. You need to help train him regarding that emotion. And I'm like, okay, well, emotion is not bad. This is how you go about dealing with it. And how do you want me to explain to him? No, just what we want you to do is just talk to him. And I'm like, oh, that's it? You don't want me to explain in depth? No, just talk to him. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I would talk to him, he's my son, I would talk to him like I would one of my kids. And I did, and it was a real eye-opener because he was really struggling, and he was very emotional. It wasn't something that they were used to dealing with, and when he got into his secondary education, he calmed down a bit more. And I'm like, emotion is not a bad thing. It is how you choose to use it. And you have to understand that. And the other thing is that you're going to have to understand that not all extraterrestrial, what we call extraterrestrial, or other hybrids are going to have that emotion. They're going to be very, what we here on Earth call very legalistic, and very, very much talk like an attorney. And I remember him saying, I understand that, Mama. And I'm like, okay. So then it would open up a different form of, he'd ask me different questions. I don't remember all the questions he asked me, but he'd ask me different questions. and I would give him answers as what different things meant. And it was basic stuff too. It was things like you would talk to, say, like between a 5 and an 8-year-old, but yet he had the mental capacity. He was way beyond his 20s mentally, but he was just struggling with this aspect because nobody else could explain it to him. And I'm like, you can talk to me anytime. And so that was one of the reasons why they allowed me to be in contact with him periodically. Does he and one of the questions I get most frequently is, do you still hear from him? And I'm like, yeah, once in a long while. But he doesn't tell me where he's at, but I can feel where he's at, if that makes any sense. I can tell how many galaxies away. I don't know how else to say that either, but I know how many galaxies away he is from me via numerous different things in the connection. And so, and when he gets really upset, which does not happen very often because he's got his human emotion really well under control now. Really, really well under control. Oh, and I can tell when one of my kids are injured. And it's because of him and that connection that I've recognized what that feels like. So like a couple of weeks ago, I sat and cried and I went, why am I crying? There's no reason for me. And then I went, oh, somebody got injured. And then I recognized which one of my kids it was. They're okay. It was just, it was a really weird feeling coming from the mother side of me. And I was like, because I was trying to figure out, okay, is it, because I'm 57 years old, is this hormonal for me? What is this? And then I realized, oh, this is a psychic connection that I've got, and this is a direct result. And that was when I started feeling the full weight of what was going on with this specific, I was going to say infant child of mine, adult, very adult child of mine. And so, yeah, it makes for some very interesting things when it comes to certain races, species of ET, who are learning that, and the genetic factor of our human emotions, because not all extraterrestrials or hybrids are given that in their DNA, and it's opened up a whole new world and new aspect to me.
We are actually catching up. Like, that's the wrong way to put that. We're getting pretty good with this whole genetic thing. Like, we are actually doing some really cool things. Korea just figured out how to regrow teeth.
Yeah, ew.
Yes, I've just heard about that. It's some kind of goo that they put over the teeth, or some kind of
it's
device
an injection
over the
they
tooth?
put into the gum.
Oh,
And
that's not what I've seen. Okay.
they have to put a device over it, but it's an injection they put into the gum first that starts chemicals that your body already produces. It restarts them. So you produce more of them, and
wow.
it's the ones that make you grow teeth. Like, I'm
But
excited.
it won't grow other bone.
No. But 10 years' time,
Okay.
I'm going to get shark teeth. Like 4 rows. Fucking A.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to tell you something.
What?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to be 90 years old and still able to eat steak. Okay?
Shark tooth.
Right on.
You cut your
Yeah,
tongue.
that's something I don't bite your tongue. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, you cut your tongue
So-
because they're serrated along the edge. So
it's something I'm willing to live with in order to eat steak at 90. Okay?
I don't blame you one bit. I knew a number of 90-year-olds that were like, there's only one of them that had their own back row, not front row, back row of teeth. And they're like, I'm so thankful I kept these.
Right?
Because that was one of the things that even my grandfather talked about. But and he was 92 when he died. So anyway, what I was going to say is that I'm one of those rare people that were born with many more teeth than is normal for a human. And I've been learning over the course of the last, I don't know, 8 years. I've been learning what all that, I should say 6 to 8 years, but anyway, I've been learning about what all that has implied, and I've learned that my dad was very similar in that way. So he had to have numerous, like me, I had to have numerous extra teeth pulled, and they were like, "You shouldn't be having this many teeth." And part of that is what's done to us on board ship and
Yeah.
a child. So yeah, it's real fascinating to me what I've learned about the science of different things of that nature regarding teeth.
Well,
Very fascinating.
and like, but like we're making all kinds of advancements. Friggin' China believes they have figured out how to destroy cancer cells with light.
Well, in frequency too, there's another country that's figured out how it can do it with the Rife, RIFE, Dr. Oh God, I can't think of his first name. Dr. something or other Rife technology with frequency, and how government has tried to prevent that and stop that from being out, and people are now figuring it out and going, hey, let's put this out. So there's a lot of different things that you've got to look into, everything from the parasite aspect all the way to the cellular level, all the way to what Rife is doing, all the way to what you talked about, Colt. There's so many different levels that you need to look into, more than the proverbial what is available with the chemo. That's a money-making machine, and I've had some really good friends who have been, when they've asked about other alternatives to some of these really big name cancer facilities, I'm going to call them. I've got to be very freaking careful when I say that. They have been there. They've been. One of them was actually escorted off the property because she asked questions, and they were very logical, methodical, science-based questions, and they were like, "Get out." And the doctors actually got up and left. So you've got to be very, very careful nowadays when that is a subject matter, and there are so many alternatives. I've had loved ones that have done things like the cyber knife before the cyber knife became, and it was a major thing for them. It was an alternative thing. Another one is high, if it's done right and correctly, high doses of vitamin C, intravenous IV doses of vitamin C, and it's done very, very specifically in proper dosages and very well maintained and taken care of. So there are alternatives that the societies and the facilities that are the big money makers and the big sciences, they don't want that out. And these two specific individuals, I've just been horrified by how they were treated. I mean, they're asking excellent questions, and to be treated the way they were, because they're looking at all avenues of it.
Yeah.
And to be treated that way when you're going through cancer, and you've got specific kinds of genetics, it's really, it's cry-worthy. That's how I look at it. It's very, I have choice words to call it, but I don't say that publicly. I barely say it privately. But I will call it cry-worthy, because that means that they're only given one and only one option when there are numerous options. And that's not right. That is absolutely not right. And it's a different ballgame than it was vast years ago. I mean, like 20, 30 years ago. It's a completely different ballgame than it was back then. So, and I know so many people, it's touched people's lives. I get it. So, and personally, all I can do is pray for them, or be there for them if I personally know them and they're nearby. Do whatever I can. So it's hard. It's really, really hard. And what the government and what these not agencies, they are like an agency with these businesses, and they are a business, but they're also science business. It's hard. It's hard because you have to do what is in your best interest for your health, no matter what is chosen, whether it's the standard chemo all the way to the alternative. And I've known people that have chosen none of that and have chosen to use, I want to call him Barry Siegel, but I can't remember if that's the correct name. She did it all by mental. It was all mental. And it was, she read a book, and it was a different ballgame. She looked at it very differently, and she cured it that way. And I'm like, you did what? You did what? Wow. And it actually opened up a whole lot of different aspects for me regarding how we believe, how we view our own health, and what the human brain is truly capable of. And wow, it really opened up a lot of things for me. It's mind bending. It's truly mind bending what we can do. So you have to choose what's in your best interest, not in what some agency or business wants you to do. You have to choose for you. And I commend anybody who has survived it. And I've known so many survivors, and so many. There was a word, and now it's gone.
I'm gonna throw a little baby wrench in that. You
go for it.
You can try to choose, like, you have certain choices for sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Sometimes, and I mean, no matter how much you wish or hope or feel like you can do something, sometimes you need some extra help, man. And sometimes the only way to do that is through certain types of medicines and certain types of other.
I agree.
Researchy weird things, you know.
And that thing that China.
I agree.
That thing that China's
you gotta choose for yourself.
Is so you go into an MRI machine, and the MRI machine has an extra fitting attached to it that it detects the cancer cells, and then shoots them with light and kills them.
Yeah, and I will say that, like, scientific advancements and
Yes.
I'm not gonna call them potions. Jesus, that's the word that came to my head. But, oh God, what is that called? It's like herbal supplements or,
I like potions.
yeah. Anyways, have both come a long ways, and there
Yes.
are a lot more options of naturopathy. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There are a lot more options than there used to be, and things are a lot less invasive than they used to be.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Totally agreed. That's why I completely agree with you got to do what's in your best interest for your health, no matter whatever that choice is. And I get so angry at people because I've come across so many people that give friends or family that are going through or have gone through cancer, and they're given so much shit by well, you have to do it this way. It has to be done. No, they have to do what they are choosing. They have to choose what they feel is best for their body and what their belief system is. And people,
And I'm gonna say yes and no to that one too, because
yeah,
there are certain
well, you
people
get where I'm
out
going
there.
with it, right?
Oh, I absolutely get what you're saying,
Yeah,
but there are
Yeah.
also certain people out there that need a push sometimes, or won't know what to do without
yes,
having somebody
I
tell
agree.
them you should do X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
they get so overwhelmed, and so
They don't know.
Well,
they need
it's a
somebody else to
tearjerker.
say, "Hey, do this."
No, like
It-
I'm
it's a
gonna
shock
throw
and a
another thing
tearjerker
there. Is
moment.
the problem is things like that make us think singular thoughts, meaning
Things like what?
a cancer diagnosis, like
Disease or yeah.
like someone,
Yes.
like someone who gets it for a second time,
Yes.
and they say, "I'm not gonna fight this time."
Yeah.
The problem is, it's not just about you. Like, I get you're the one doing the fighting,
Yeah.
but why would you not fight if you have kids or family?
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't, as a person who has actually done this and gone through this and everything else,
Yeah, I know.
I will say
know.
that there are certain times where you really do need that person to be like, don't be an idiot. You, like,
Yeah.
just do this. Come on. Because sometimes certain things are so painful or so fucked up, or you are so out of your own mind that
Yeah.
you're not thinking of the overall picture of things. You're
Yeah.
thinking about, in this moment, this either hurts or this whatever so bad that I don't care anymore. So you need
Yeah.
to have that person sometimes that's just like, all right, no, you know what? I know that this isn't actually you. This is like your pain talking, or this is your...
Yes.
that will make you do things that you don't necessarily want to do, for sure. But
Yeah.
in the end, you're
I know.
oh, thank God you told me to do that, because I would have never even thought about that, or whatever.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it's different levels of it.
But I think it's the difference between a support system that actually cares about you
Yes.
and a support system that could care less about
Is selfish.
you. Yeah, and more about their own thoughts on things.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah.
but
That's the selfish side of it.
that's
yeah.
the thing. Like, it's a very it brings out the worst in people. Sometimes it also brings out the best in people, and
True.
it does affect more than just the person that has it,
Oh, it affects
and in
every
every
Yes.
way.
single
Oh,
Like,
everybody.
fucking you, the
Everybody.
people around you will make stupid
Yeah.
decisions on your behalf.
Yes, they will.
Yep.
Like,
Or they'll decide...
buy into a timeshare.
You know, or they'll decide something stupid, like they won't invite you to something because, well, you wouldn't want to go to that. You're not feeling well, or whatever. And the person then is like, well, what if I really did
would've
want to
liked
go
to-
to that? You know.
Yeah.
Like,
It
things
would
like
have been
that
nice to
where
have been
people-
invited. Yeah.
Yes, where people assume that a person, because they aren't feeling well, doesn't want to do X, Y, or Z.
Exactly.
But never actually gives them the option to whether or not they want to do it.
Yeah. Yep. It makes a difference how people treat you. It really
Well,
does.
and that's the thing, though. It's not just like half the time with that. It's not just them doing it to be selfish or to be rude.
Yeah, and they don't mean to half
it's
of the
the
time.
fact
No.
that they,
Exactly.
if they invite you, and then you're like, no, I have cancer. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Well, now they feel awkward and horrible because they
Yes,
asked you to do
yes.
something
Well,
when you're not feeling good.
Not only that, but there also comes up the thing where they'll invite you or they'll be like, hey, do you want to? And then the person that has the disease or whatever feels bad that, oh, well, God damn it, I
They
haven't
can't,
done
yeah.
anything with this person in like
So they
2
do it
months,
even
so they
though
do
they
it
shouldn't.
even though they shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's fine
Yeah.
lines in
I've
all
known-
of this stuff.
Yep.
I think it comes down
Very.
to really actually knowing a person and making
Yes.
your best judgment as far as what you know about that person.
Well,
And how
honestly,
close you are.
Absolutely.
let's hope. Like, it is my hope. You know what, Cam? I'm gonna make a frickin' prediction. Before the end of my lifetime, that won't be an issue.
Well,
We're not gonna have these diseases.
and I will say that something
That's-
that I thought,
My hopeful prediction.
okay, well, something that used to be a complete death sentence back in the day, and I'm going to throw a controversial one in here, and I don't care.
Paper cut.
Oh, is HIV and AIDS.
Yeah.
Okay? It
Oh,
used to be
Yeah.
the second
They
that
have-
you got diagnosed with AIDS, like full-blown AIDS, you had X amount of time to live. And you were going to die no matter what
Yep.
treatments you got.
Yep.
Now, people can live completely full, maybe not completely, but they're getting to the point where they can live relatively normal, completely-ish full lives.
Correct.
And it's
Yeah.
getting better every year. There's new stuff coming out
Well-
that is making it easier and making it better.
And didn't they just in the last month, 2 months, come out with some new study or some kind of medical something or other in the sciences to where it's like a big deal.
Yes,
They're
they came out
real
with that,
close to a point.
They came out with that like
They're real-
1-a-day pill thing that you can take.
Oh yeah.
No,
works for certain
the
people.
Ouch. And the thing that I had heard and read was there was something that they had come out about that subject matter regarding it's soon to be almost eradicated. And I was like, what?
Yes. Yeah,
Wait a
and that's
minute,
what I'm
what?
saying. There's a
It was a hell of a shock to read that.
there's a new treatment option for people, and it's like a pill or injections that you can take like once a day, just like you used to take retrovirus for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it will not completely stop, but it can in certain cases, or completely slow the progress to the point where it is just inching forward, and your life expectancy
Yeah.
in some cases has doubled or tripled from what it would have been even
That's-
10 years ago.
That is incredible. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I
And like
mean
I said,
on
it became
these
more of an autoimmune
diseases they need to be. Oh, God.
more of an autoimmune
Yeah.
like disease where you're never going to get rid of it. You still have it, but it's treatable now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
other
there's so
thing
many
is,
of these they need to do that with.
is that they have come out with ways for people that have HIV and AIDS to have full sex lives and children and everything that do not have the possibility of getting it. Like there's a smaller chance. It's like 1.1 something now versus before where it was like a 50% chance that you were going to get
That's
this.
incredible.
So people can
That's
have
incredible
full
because in the-
relationships and they can have children and they can do all of this stuff that was unthought of like 20 years ago when it came to somebody with HIV or AIDS.
Yeah.
Or even 40 years ago, because 40 years ago in the 80s, I mean, you were looking at,
That's what I'm saying. It was a death
it was-
sentence.
yeah, it was a death sentence. I God, that was greatly talked about. I mean, it was so, people were so terrified. I mean,
But I mean, if you think about the
wow.
scientific progress in the world of health, there's a lot of
Yes,
things that used to be a
yes,
complete death sentence. The second that you got it, there was nothing anyone could do about it.
yes.
And it has now become
But
something
now,
that is livable, that is treatable, or that is even curable in certain cases.
yeah, that's huge. I have 40 years of sciences. In the grand scheme of things, I mean, you look at that and it's just like, wow.
So our medical
Just
sciences
wow.
have come a ridiculously long ways. Well, just like our technology and everything, the explosion of how
Yes,
quick it went from we had one phone or one photograph per village to every single person owning a cellular device that they hold in their hand. Like,
yeah.
that
And it's
progression,
very rare
our medical
if they don't.
progression has been along the same lines of technology progression.
Do you mean
Well, and you
telegraph?
look at the
I
medical
did say I took phonograph, but yes, I meant telegraph. I'm sorry.
well, you look at the technology now where, I mean, years ago they talked about putting a device under the skin, and all you had to do and the device under the skin in the hand or the wrist could be scanned at any hospital, and it
Well,
would have not only all your records but all of your everything as to all your illnesses, all of it.
well, I mean, I think we're
And
finally coming to that point where we are meeting
yeah,
some of the science fiction of things, where we were
yes,
like,
that's
this,
thank you. That's where I was headed.
this is think about some of the stuff in like Star Trek where there were sprays that they gave that just instantly cured this, or there was a pod that
Yeah,
they put you in that scanned you over and you were, oh look, you're cured from whatever it was, you know.
yeah,
We've
I,
started progressing
yeah,
closer and closer to what we thought was sci-fi and fantasy years ago.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is absolutely incredible. A lot of the things,
And I mean, if you look at the
and
different
the ETs have a
treatments,
spray.
if you look at the different treatments for like bionic parts as well, or
Yeah,
getting somebody that
true.
had like a locked-in syndrome able to actually communicate with the outside world through different technologies, it's been crazy the amount of advancements that we've made there.
Oh yeah, I completely agree.
Friend. All right, guys.
That's
It is
incredible.
11:58. Friend, we made it through the whole show and we didn't lose power. That is
I
freaking
am
awesome.
amazed.
Friend,
Thank you, PSE. Holy
That's
crap.
fantastic.
friend.
Yeah,
No, I will give a huge
that's a big
shout
deal.
out to PSE up here. They had crews up here doing their thing for the last, since they even had the inkling that we could have had flooding start this way.
So they actually, on their updated map, the PSE outage map, so all of Rockport has lost power. They have promised all the people that are in the flood zone will have power Thursday at 4 p.m.
Wow,
Yes. That is huge.
That's a
Some of them
big
are
deal.
still going to have water in the house.
Yep. I can
No, and it's
imagine lots of
huge
zapping.
because one of the major issues with our last bigger flood was the fact that we lost power for
2 weeks.
2 weeks in certain areas. And they wanted to mitigate that this time. So we have
Yep.
a lot of crews out here and a lot of people doing their thing, and thank you for doing so.
It's a lot easier to dry your house
Yeah.
out if you have power. So, friend, thank you. And thank you to everyone that is working to save other people
Yeah.
in our communities.
Yeah,
I want to give a shout out to, I was checking this out while we were on here talking, to all of the volunteers that just went out
yes,
and got everybody out of the like life care centers and dementia wards and old folks' homes and got them into safe locations.
That's huge.
Want to say this before midnight,
That's
but
huge.
it is now midnight. But anyways, happy birthday to my brother Kenny yesterday now.
Happy birthday, Kitty!
And
Happy birthday.
for everyone out there, like, if you're in Washington, right now life sucks.
And parts of Oregon, don't get me wrong. Some
Oh
of
yeah,
Oregon
and
is totally
BC,
screwed
like,
Yeah.
too.
all of this area, friend, and other areas in the world. You know, like everyone's having issues somewhere, and
Yeah.
it'll
Midwest
get better.
is freezing.
It'll get better, friend.
Yes, it will.
And
And I know nobody wants to hear this, but your life is always more important than any of the stuff that you could possibly have. So if it comes to you or
Exactly.
your house, you are more important than your house, 100%.
Yeah.
but not the
Yeah.
children. I told John and Hunter they needed to go hold up our house.
Oh, jeez.
I'm nice. I told them I'd give them snorkels.
He's joking, guys.
Absolutely joking.
You know, like, I thought that was rather considerate of me.
Well, you have come a long way in the last.
Friend. But remember, guys, we got 15 days till a celebration of life with family again, and friend.
And this really did make me think about, like, humanity in a different way. Like, everybody has really started coming together here and
Yeah.
helping everyone else. Like, we've had so many people pouring in saying that they're opening up their homes or they're opening up
Their gates.
yards or
Yeah.
their gates for other people to be able to come in. There's been a lot of people that there was one family that started cooking a whole bunch and was handing it out to anybody who was hungry that was coming by on their way evacuating. There was a couple of families up here that took out their bigger vehicles that could fit more people and started evacuating the people that didn't have a way to drive out. So everybody's really started coming together as a community and helping everybody else. It's been really nice to see.
But on that note, guys, it is time for us to go.
Absolutely.
Friend,
Thank you for joining us.
yes. Next week, we are going to talk about one of the best men in the world, one of the best, like, the fact that this man breaks and enters into almost every home across the world is fucking amazing in one night. Friends, so we're going to talk about him a little bit.
Best anti-thief ever.
Did you say thief?
Time Lord.
Anti-thief.
Okay.
Yeah.
Friend,
He leaves stuff instead of taking it.
well, some
But
of
he
the...
does take it. He takes the milk and cookies.
Yeah, there was a few years, some of those milk and cookies were mine, and he took them too. So,
Yeah.
friend... well, not the milk. That's gross. Who leaves milk out overnight? That's just bad.
That's why you gotta leave Pepto-Bismol and some Tylenol
Right.
out there.
Fred.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Join us every Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can always check out all of the shows here on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, Little Cam, for being here the entire time. You rock.
Yes.
Fred.
Thank you.
It at least lets me know that it was actually working the entire time, too. So, friend. Yeah, good night, guys. Be safe, stay dry.
Mhm.
Be well.
We may have come from fish. We are not fish anymore. Don't try and be one. Right.
No fish for you.
Good night, everybody.
Just remember, if you got questions, ask a little.
Good
Or
night,
ask a
everybody.
lot.
Bye.
Good night.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.